Ladies and gentlemen, One UI 4.0 is officially live on the Galaxy Tab S7, Tab S7 Plus, and Galaxy Tab S7 FE, I believe. That's the budget version of the Tab S7 that they came out with not too long ago. But I'm going to be going over some of the major key differences in this video. If you guys really enjoy this kind of content, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Road to 1,000 subscribers. So let's hop right into my favorite features on One UI 4.0. Some of these kind of surprised me for the most part, but a lot of them are very similar to One UI 4.0 on the standard new Galaxy S21 series that they came out with the update. I don't know how far back they actually, how many previous models of Samsung phones they actually brought One UI 4.0 to, but for the most part, it's live, it's out there, and it's a good update in my opinion. So the first thing on this list is going to be visual aesthetics. They made all widgets rounded, as well as notifications are more rounded. The settings menu is more rounded, and even the notification tray, as you pull it down, everything's more rounded. Everything's a little more seamless and uniform now. Previously, they were trying to combine square corners as well as rounded corners. It wasn't all uniform across the OS, so I'm really glad they actually went along and fixed that problem now. Sorry for the glare right here. So that's the first thing I'm really enjoying overall on this device. The second change, which is hard to be measured, but I can definitely tell a massive performance difference between One UI 3 on my tablet as well as One UI 4.0. So as I said, I can't pull numbers in or anything, but I will definitely say just scrolling through the OS, everything seems a lot more fluid and less laggy. Even though there's 120 hertz refresh rate on here, I was noticing some lag on the previous One UI version, and it seems that it's gone away for the most part, which is a good thing, right? I mean, you don't want your tablet running laggy and stuff like that. You want everything to look super smooth and fluid, especially on that 120 hertz panel, which by the way looks great, and I'd highly recommend this tablet if you guys are in the Android tablet market. I wouldn't recommend this if you're an iPhone user. Go get an iPad. So the next thing, ladies and gentlemen, is actually inside of settings, and you have to go into settings, then wallpaper and style. So this new feature basically adds a color palette where you can kind of adjust the overall colors on your device within these Samsung specific apps. It's not doesn't work with third-party apps that you download on the Play Store. It's usually Samsung specific apps, and you can choose specific color palettes that you want each app to have basically. So I have the standard blue, white, and black color palette, but you can change it to a yellow or a darker blue and black, and then as well as a reddish orange color palette. So they really wanted to add more customization to the overall OS on One UI 4.0, which I do appreciate. And I guess it adds a little more style and customization, which goes along the whole theme of Android, right? You want to be able to customize everything on your device, so Samsung's really adding to that as well. Another thing which is kind of interesting is the way you open up apps and folders. Before, it would open up and fill up the entire page with a blurred background. Now what they did is simplified it, which I do actually like a lot. Is if I have my Samsung folder here, it literally just brings out all the apps without actually affecting anything behind it, right? It just brings up tiny square with all your apps, and I can see every other app on the page as well. I think this is much better. I'm not a big fan of how Apple does it, where they blur everything when you open a specific subfolder. But I do appreciate the simplicity, and it seems going back to the whole UI performance stuff, it seems it's loading a lot quicker. So another thing which they copied from Apple, they completely copied this, but I do appreciate actually having it, is the option to see what apps are using your camera and microphone, and if you need to give permission to it, basically. So if I open up the camera, there should be a little dot in the top right. It just popped up. Little green dot in the top right. Same thing on Apple. It's basically telling you this app is using your camera and or microphone. So just a heads up, it's a thing. We're stealing your data. Lastly on this list is a new location privacy setting you can use. You know how a lot of the time you open up an app and then it'll say allow this app to use your device's location. And a lot of people don't want to do that, right? They want to just give up their exact location where they are, give all their data to these companies. So what they did was you can give relative location to an app as their permission, basically. So instead of giving your exact location, like your exact address that you can see on Google Maps, it'll put a circle around your area and basically say like, hey, I'm in this general area, sort of like the zip code almost. And if that's important to the app, then it can still work somehow if that app somehow requires location. Maybe like Facebook requires your location. So you can give it like relative access to your location. It won't exactly pinpoint you like on Snap Maps, basically. But guys, that's going to be it for the main settings. They also changed like the whole camera UI a little bit, updated that, make it look more like software on the Galaxy S21 series, which I do appreciate. But those are the main changes that I saw when using my Tab S7. Love this tablet and I highly recommend it. Probably make more videos on this in the future. Mobile tech stuff, really into that as well. If you're interested in the case I'm using, this is Infilan. You can get it on Amazon. Nice rugged texture, and also acts as a stand, and it has a cover for your S Pen, but that's not a review of my case. But guys, if you appreciate this sort of content, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next video. We're going to be talking some S22 stuff, which I'm excited about. Peace out, everyone.